Hello everybody, my name is Angela Miller of Concordia Consularis, and this video today is the first of a series that is designed to help you get onto the right track of thinking about yourself and your future business self. So the subject today in this short moment is all about who are you? Who is your authentic being? How do you authentically engage with everybody consistently in your life? And there is a pattern and formula to this. If you are the type of person that engages negatively on a day-to-day level, this is going to affect your transactions. If you fake it until you make it, that can have a certain degree of input to what you're creating in your reality. But this is all about your soul and how you operate as a vehicle. This vehicle as a transactionary vehicle of light and energy moving through you in every single moment. So if you are the type of person that is a highfalutin spiritual person with a great deal of awareness, you're going to be engaging with a certain level of person that possibly is quite conscious or a consciousness seeker or to develop themselves in some way, shape or form. Now, you tell me then how that person does well separate from you. Maybe you're a healer. Maybe you're engaged in the natural business world. Maybe you're engaged with those that are looking to wake up. There are those that are looking to be well. How do you do this? How do you engage with them at this level? Well, the first step, actually, before you engage with any personal scenario with other people, advising them, helping them to support their journey, is that you really need to know yourself, know your truth. Know how you behave on the planet. Know that you are consistent with your interpersonal relations and your dealings. Because what we find now in the fifth world of peace is that there are still those that are dragging their heels in terms of their personal relationships, who they interact with, how clean their frequency is. If your frequency is unclean, then you're going to magnetize and attract the same. If your thoughts are unclean, you're going to magnetize and attract the same. And this will be relevant to your business transactions. Maybe you've been in a job that has been on a low level of operation during this lockdown phase of system. Maybe you are engaging with people that really aren't hearing what you're saying. So what we need to do is learn to explain our authenticity. So this is something that everybody can do. How are you authentic to yourself? Ask those questions. How are you authentic to others? How are you authentic in your daily job? For example, do you work for an organization that has an impact to the planet? Are you working in an organization not to the fullest of your capabilities, where you're just literally suppressing yourself at the hands of your slave masters or mistresses? You know these answers. Every single one of these factors has a contribution into your own experience about the way you live your life and who you're doing it with and what those outcomes are. So if you are the type of person that goes to school, fits into the education system, goes to university, completes your degree, pays off vast amounts of debts that you owe to the system for your blessing of education, you will end up in a system job. And this system job came from a time where it did not know how to engage on an authentic soul level with each and every customer. Yes, that's right. So when you look at the organizations, the global organizations that are out there currently, and there are many, for example, I don't need to tell you any, because you interact with them. So you know how they operate, you could look and see what their profit margins are. But if you work for a large or global organization, they will not have the interests of every single being at heart. Why? Because they are there to extract energy currency from you. And that comes in form of thought, belief, and money. Fascinating. So when we engage regularly with these levels of, let's just say it's a structure that does not necessarily belong to you personally, you are living in that structure. You are engaging in that structure. You are engaging in that negative belief system from those four previous worlds, from these times in the story of Earth where the global organizations and those that run the show or have perceived runnings of the show, those that were in power, those energies that supported the destruction of Earth and the rape of resource minerals, and the selling of people, of people's lives, energies, it all links down to the same thing. Are you working for a global corporate structure that is harvesting the energy, life force out of people? Are they enslaved labor? There's so many questions to ask. Are they in control of what your mindset is doing, what your belief system is? Are you repeating the mindsets of old? These are things that we need to be asking ourselves. Excuse me, I might just ask somebody who didn't like that question being asked. Are these mindsets ones that you are living by? Are these mindsets going to benefit your living in any way, shape, or form? Are you living a lie based on the belief systems of the system narrative that will only destroy you unless you learn to engage with the feeders? Are you prepared to do that as a sovereign being? Well, these are the things that we need to take into question when we act in a productive way for our lives, for ourselves, for our families. What are your beliefs? How do you see things going in your future for your children? Will you educate your children into slavery, or will you give them a chance at honouring their soul existence? Every parent knows this. Every parent wants the best for their children, their future children, their future generations. It's a beautiful thing to want that. But how you exist and coexist on this planet says a lot about who you are and what your business dealings are. Are you authentically living, or have you sold out to the system narrative, to the demons that would bind you? Here at Concordia Consularis, my personal spiritual and business agency for the fifth world of peace, will help you to assess that. How engaged are you with your soul? What blockages stop you from being a whole, physically functioning being that can trade effectively, but trade equally? Interesting. Come and find out. These are some of the support services that I offer here on Earth in the fifth world of peace. I bring forward to you my entire lifelong skills of this lifetime, but also other areas of expertise that I've gleaned over the ages, over the eons. Every soul has been here for a very long time in Earth terms, in life terms. We have learned a lot. Now it's time for you to bring that into your awakening. Now, some may go, what are you talking about? I don't understand. Well, maybe that's part of your journey, is to learn what it is to be an authentic soul in a body doing your job or purpose. And we're going to come on to that in the oncoming times. We're going to be looking at this in great detail of what it means to be an authentic trading business vehicle here on Earth for this awakening in this time. Sounds good. Sounds like change. And now you've lived in a system where it's been locked down for nearly 2 years. Have you prepared for this change? Have you prepared for the oncoming times of where you need to change the way that you do business? But what that means is that you need to change the way you've been living and looking at the handouts you've received from that system and looking to replace that, because while you're being handed out to by that system, they own you. They own your experience. They dictate what you do, who you see, what products you buy. And if you are no longer satisfied with that as a personal outcome for your existence, then this is the place for you. Well, my name is Angela Miller of Concordia Consularis. I look forward to engaging with you in these oncoming weeks, all about this kind of stuff, short snippets of wisdom that will help you grow. I will be talking about a number of subjects, a number of case studies of how a personal individual can make great change in their life very easily just by looking at the authenticity of self and identifying those skill sets that you thought meant nothing that really are something. Bless you all. I'll see you again next time.